I left Berlin a few months after the wall went up. Like many, I carried a naive hope that this madness was temporary, that the world would not allow a scar like this to harden. I was wrong. The years turned into a decade, then two. The wall became a permanent, brutal fact of life. In the mid-'80s, I returned, now a much older, more cynical man. My assignment was to write about the two Berlins. West Berlin was a vibrant, chaotic island of capitalism, loud, colorful, and free. But my real story was in the East, crossing into East Berlin at checkpoint. Charlie was like stepping from a color film into a black and white one. The air itself felt heavier, gray. The joy was muted, the buildings pockmarked with history, and the people's eyes held a quiet resignation. There, I reconnected with the family of a local photographer I had known in '61. His name was Klaus. When the wall rose, he was in the west, but his sister, Ingrid, and her young son were trapped in the east. I met Klaus in a cafe in West Berlin. He was a ghost of the man I remembered. He showed me pictures of his nephew. Now, a young man he had only ever seen in photographs smuggled across the border. He told me every Sunday for 20 years, we went to a spot where we could see their apartment building. We would wave, and they would wave back from their window, a wave across a death strip. That was our family reunion. The next day, I visited Ingrid in the east. Her apartment was gray, the furniture sparse. She spoke in hushed tones, always glancing at the door. The fear was a permanent resident in her home. She told me about her son, who grew up seeing the West on television, a forbidden paradise just beyond the wall, a world he could see but never touch. She pointed out the window. "That's where Klaus stands," she said, her voice breaking. "Sometimes, if the wind is right, I imagine I can hear him calling my name." It was a wound that never healed, kept open by the constant, visible presence of the wall. A daily reminder of what was taken.